Now, typically, there's not one car that comes down this street, but look how these people drive. They drive like they're under mind control. They drive like robots or robots. Look, that car was not planned on, and look how it turns like a governmental car. Look how that car speeds off. Now, a lot of times, if you pay attention to cars, they'll be equidistantly spaced. This is a suburb area that hardly has any traffic, and lately people drive around here. Most of these people that deal with CBD products, or especially like when I drink coffee, because of the nanite particulates in the air from the chemtrails years ago, when they started spraying the chemtrails and people started complaining about Morgellons or the 5G, now generally share a same mind. There's a collective conscious or a hive mind that is technology oriented, and people wouldn't know the wiser. This is why they truly separated people in their houses during COVID. You know, they call this a triage when it deals with emergencies such as EMT, so on and so forth. And what's interesting is that no matter where you're at, if you're somebody that's conscious and aware, that's where animals, insects, and especially humans will begin to gather that typically do not gather in those places. Take, for instance, the people behind me. A lot of these people come out of portals also. Now, just by me sitting on that rock, now we got squares outside, and they follow you around. And what they do is they follow my energy signature. Many people know me as Saint No One. Some people call me Black Nazi just because I give myself a haircut. I can't give myself a skin fade. People in this town have bought dogs so that they can see. There was an influx of people who bought dogs to help them to be able to see. Instead of people walking the dog, dogs walk the people in my neighborhood. Also, pedestrians don't have the right of way. And we have self-driving cars here, even though self-driving cars haven't been popularly released. At nighttime, these people put their dogs out to bark to warn people. Of course, they want warning to know if anybody is around their home. This is the typical reason why people will have dogs outside. However, their intentions of doing so is different. It's more predatoristic than it is for warning. These individuals are of a different breed. They have the form of godliness, but they don't have the spirit of God. They have the spirit of technology, and their psychology does not line up. Meaning how humans behave, they don't have human behavior. They have strange behavior. Something left outside the refrigerator a little bit too long. Something that gathers a bit of mildew. You see what I'm saying? They are bizarre. They are without natural affection. And this came along the course with, I believe, Agenda 21. And Agenda 21 is a soft kill that was declassified by the government of America. And what you have is a lot of people during financial struggle and the manufactured economical stresses that we have today. These things are manufactured. Over 10 years ago, they planned on destabilizing the United States and getting rid of the middle class. Now, in order to stay in the middle class, what people did was they made compromises to take of the bread. And when they made compromises to take of the bread, this came with certain things. You understand? But most people in this world, okay, are under the control of smart dust or nanites. I'll speak about this more tomorrow. I'm going for a walk right now. I was going to film the street more. to show you that people drive in synchronicity. They have a hive mentality. They have they share a same mind, you know, almost as if you would say like universal soldier or something of this nature. You know what I'm saying? They are iron mixed with the miry clay, you know, as written in the Bible. I believe it's in the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 43. You know, this is the fifth age, or V, the fifth age. And to show this, we have shows such as The Boys, where they're talking about compound V, and then you have the V, such as the Hydra single cell organism that was found in the COVID vaccination shot. And you have people throwing up the piece for V to represent an organism that is like a tentacle that goes through your eye. Okay, this is what Donald Marshall was talking about. But just right there, when I got up, I know you probably didn't see the people behind me. They sat there at the end of the street. They standing up. There's two people. They just stood there. They came right over to directly where I was sitting across the street, and they just sat there and watched me walk this trail or this path. They just stood there. They didn't say anything. They just stood there like zombies. That's what's going on in America right now. The somnambulists are rising. People are getting their minds are getting destabilized, and they're getting reprogrammed by nanites and smart dust. And as you know, the internet was created by CERN. So by the time you factor in the B system and the whole nine, and police state and surveillance state, everybody is going to be on the same program. Here in Kansas City, Missouri, we have a 9 p.m. curfew that is going to be implemented for teenagers. This is the first step towards going towards a world government, or some form of maybe totalitarianism or dictatorship, which will rule our world, which will have to be ruled in the form of technology. All right? This is what we talk about in terms of the beast. So peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out.